Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to G-Bear's Off-Grid Ways, a homestead in the desert. Yeah, we got some teasing clouds up here. There's only like a 2% chance on the weather report of getting anything out of it. But they came up this afternoon, and it's kind of strange because this morning when I came out, the only thing in the sky was perfectly blue, except there was chemtrails running across and intermittent, but it was really strange. I almost took a picture of it, and then my mind got occupied with something else, and I walked away without doing it. But over here, there was an X, two straight lines going through it, and then an X over here, and then a big J right there. It was just weird. And then I would just watch them expand out and expand out and expand out, but I didn't hang around. I had to go into town today, and had to go down to the register to vote, and they're still giving me a hard time about that, so I'm going to have to take a ride down to San Bernardino and go to the registrar of voters and tell them what's been happening with my problems of every time I want to fill out an application to register to vote, they return back to me saying we can't give you the information you requested because of the information you provided. And I'm like, what the heck are they talking about? Anyway, we got a vote coming up, saying I'm definitely going to be out there voting, so I've got to get that taken care of. All right, so I was down in the garden house today and watered everything, got it nice and soaked. Watered the trees out here, the mulberry trees, yesterday, using the water from the tote koozie, because the temperatures have been getting down into the low 50s. Actually, it was only 50 degrees when I got up yesterday, but today it was 64, and it got all the way up to 94 today. There's usually a 30-degree difference between what I see in the morning and what the heat of the day is, and it was holding right to par. So anyway, let's get on with this. So I did pick up, while I was in town, I did pick up these boards right here. These will be my baseboard in the kitchen and door casing around the door, because I never did get that on. And I like them simple because this is a cabin. It's I'm not trying to earn a Better Homes picture, get in their magazine or anything like that. I just want a comfortable cabin to live in. So let's go inside and take a look here. Excuse the mess because I've got things all moved around and torn up because of the work I've been doing. But yeah, got all the walls painted around the windows, and over the, of course, the electrical panels behind the refrigerator. I got the walls all painted back there, and all around this side. Got it, everything is all painted. I hung the pictures all back up, and of course I went through cleaning and dusting everything before rehanging it. I had taken the shelves off of the wall, and I took this shelf down over here, and then before I put it back up, well, I put it back up, and then before I stocked everything, I wiped everything down, cleaned every one of the spice containers, and kind of sorted out and put it in a little bit of order here. And then, of course, there's my piece of FRP, and I'm going to be putting hooks on that, where I'm going to be hanging a lot of these cooking utensils. So I haven't decided what types of hooks I'm going to use yet. So I'm in the market for those. I think I'll do some research online, because before I just had screws screwed into the piece of plywood that's behind that FRP. And of course this part was open with all the wires hanging out of the wall. And I still got to go through all the wiring down here. These are the wiring from my security cameras. And because I wanted to get the cameras up as fast as possible after my ATV was stolen, I just kind of stuck everything in and plugged it all together so it works. But I'm going to be taking that all apart and cleaning that all up and putting it all inside of a tube channel so that it's nice and neat under there. And these shelves here, I was going to change them out, but they're working just fine, so I think I'll just give them a coat of paint. Now the crown molding, which again is just simple wood up there, 1x3, I'm going to be painting that up, but that's all brushwork, and I've got to cut in against the ceiling, so I don't have all kinds of runs up against the ceiling. And it just so happened, well, the color of the kitchen, as well as the rest of the cabin, is Swiss coffee. And they used to sell that pre-mixed on the shelf. And now they have to mix it for you. So I did notice that when I had this wall painted before, and I had to paint over it again, because the colors didn't quite match. There were difference in hue. So I got that all done, and I still got to cut in with a brush behind the water heater on both sides. But the crown molding will all get painted with another color that was in the van when we were just out there. I should have shown it to you, but it was one of the Oops paints from Home Depot, and it was what a savings. This is normally $40 a gallon, and there's the color. It's just got a slight greenish or blue hue, hint of a hue to it, but other than that, it's pretty white. But yeah, the savings on this is, normally this would be $39.98 a gallon, and because it was an Oops, they made a mistake on it. I got the reduced price, $9. So yeah, that was a good deal right there. And that's what all the moldings will be, is that color. So I have just a slight difference in coloring from the walls. So I got my pegboard that's going to be going up in my shops, and I got the tool holders and the pegboard connectors that'll all be going on that, and I could get some more organization done inside of the containers in the garage. So I got one 4x8 sheet of pegboard and had them cut it into 3 pieces, so I can put one at my reloading desk, one at my key and locksmithing desk, and then the other one will go where my tools go. So that's about it, everybody. Thank you for joining me today. Don't forget questions and comments down below, and don't forget thumbs up and subscribe. This is G Bear thanking you again and signing off.